tonight, we are learning that their unit was pursuing a terrorist believed to be an ISIS recruiter. In the wake of that ambush, some key members of Congress have said that they had no idea that we had as many as 1,000 troops in Niger. Watch.
I didn't know there was 1,000 troops in Niger.
And you heard Senator Graham there. He didn't know we had 1,000 troops in Niger. Did you?
No, I did not.
My next guest says that he believes that that could not be true. Here now is Texas Congressman Mac Thornberry, chairman of the House Armed Services Committee. Good to have you with us this evening, Congressman. Why not? Why is that not true?
Well, I think specific numbers may well be true because we increase and decrease the number of troops in any particular location depending on the need. But it has been public and widely acknowledged that we have had troops in Niger as well as some of the other countries for some time. As a matter of fact, I myself was there 4 years ago visiting our troops and seeing firsthand what they were doing to help the local military improve their capability so they can deal with their terrorist problem on their own without us having to come and do it.
You know, it is surprising, especially given the information that there have been a lot of people on the Hill, yourself included, who have been concerned about the reports that there's not enough support for AFRICOM, that we have soldiers doing missions in many areas of Africa, and that they're not getting the resources and the support that they need. So I don't know how Senator Schumer and certainly Senator Graham, who is, obviously very well versed in these things, wouldn't be up on that, right?
Yeah, well, I think there's two different things. One is it has been difficult to get the details of this particular incident, and partly that's because the Pentagon is still putting them together. But it's a separate question to say whether we have troops there or not. That has been public information. I think, Martha, you really hit on the key point that we ought to be looking at, and that is our military stretched too thin? Do we give appropriate support, including intelligence assets, to our folks who are out there on the front lines protecting us here at home? And unfortunately, we've cut the military budget about 20% over the last 7 years. So whether you're talking about destroyers in the Pacific or these folks pursuing terrorists in Africa or a variety of other things, we are really stretched too thin.
I know, according to the reports, that's one of the things that President Trump talked about at the meeting on the Hill today with the GOP senators, the funding for our ISIS missions, really in so many parts, and Islamic radical extremist missions all over the world. So we're starting to get a little bit more information about this. Some of this may change, obviously, as we get more. And I know you're going to have a closed-door hearing that the senators will have and congressmen will have as well on this topic, but that they were in search of an ISIS recruiter and that possibly the ambush was a setup, that perhaps the villagers that they were meeting with may have tipped off these terrorists.
Well, as General Dunford said yesterday, these folks were out with their local counterparts on a reconnaissance mission. What we do not know for sure is whether that mission may have changed while they were in the process of carrying it out. And that's one of the fundamental questions that will have to be answered. There's no doubt that there are terrorist groups in this area, and they move across borders, and it is because the distances are so vast. It is a big challenge for the local militaries, even with our advice and assistance, to find these terrorists and to stop them. So there are a variety of missions. They change all the time. It's a very fluid situation, but that's even more reason to have the adequate support, whether it's airplanes, drones, or whatever it is, to back them up.
Yeah, which is why we need to know what happened here. And we know that you're going to begin that journey as you all meet on Thursday to try to get some more information. Congressman Thornberry, good to see you as always. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.